so the next little project is we're going to work on, this is our gas pedal spacer. So this is our gas pedal GarageLine. I call it an accelerator pedal mount. So it's like a spacer to lift the gas pedal up. And then I did, these are SRP pedals. So notice it has a little expansion. Now this is I think the medium sized. They have a larger size. And so we'll be able to get our clutch pedal much closer to our gas pedal. And then, I'm sorry, not our clutch pedal, our brake pedal much closer to our gas pedal. We're going to lift it up, and then we extend the size of the gas pedal, which in turn should allow me to roll my foot over more easily since I'm a hack driver. And then we got a new dead pedal, so let's figure out how this works. Alright, so here's our factory pedals. Don't judge me, I'm going to vacuum here in a minute. But here's our factory pedals that we're going to pull off. Of course, I have the aftermarket clutch spring on here already. I'm going to remove the dead pedal. I wonder how this comes off. There's just pins. Yep. Well, so I guess we're already going to get started. There's little clips. Just yank that off. And I guess we're going to we'll screw the new dead pedal right into the plastic there. And then how do these come off? Shoot, this is hopefully going to be, I'm not even going to say it. You know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it. Alright, so that comes right off. So there's our exposed metal pedal, which we're going to drill into. Same thing here. So pull that off, just the rubber. Hey, gas pedal's up in there. So let me get some lights or flashlights so we can see up in there, see what we're doing. Alright, so you can see up in there, see the two 10mm bolts. So I need to pull those off, and then I can get behind the gas pedal to remove the screw. Notice I got my scan grip light in there, that's pretty handy. I promise I actually had Milwaukee reached out to me and said, hey, you know, if you'd like to do some reviews on some tools or something, we'd be happy to send them to you. I'm like, I think I already have everything. Well, apparently I don't. I need lights and pry tools and stuff like that. So I'm going to reach out to her and see if I can maybe look at some stuff. So I'm going to pull those two 10mm bolts off of here, and then we'll see what the gas pedal looks like. So I'm going to use my little M12 side, whatever, little ratchet, electronic ratchet or electric ratchet. There's one more up top here. Awesome. All right. So put the little 10mm bolts off. Oh, sweet. There's just a little electronic, little Molex plug here to remove. I'm going to pull that off and we'll go put this on the bench and see what it looks like. Alright, so here's our pedal. So we're going to take that a little T whatever, T30 or T27 off of there. So we can remove the pedal cover and we'll kind of play with it and see what it looks like. Alright, so let's see what we're working with here. SRP pedals. What size is this? Not even close. Still too big. Gee whiz, man. All right, let's see here. I get comments all the time about how the countertops look all scratched up. It's kind of what stainless steel countertops look like. Not really much you can do about it. Okay, cool. So there's the pedal off. So now this pedal will get screwed on there. So I don't think we'll want to put this, well, it's not going to go back in. Yeah, so that's done. So first we'll mount the pedal. You know, I wonder if I should just put this on first. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that first on the bench here. It'll be a lot easier. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, so I need a drill, Phillips screwdriver, 3/16, 1/16 center punch. All right, so let's put a piece of tape on here just so I can make pencil marks that I can see. Let's see here. Actually, I can see pretty well. So let's line this up. See, the gas pedal uses self-tapping screws. So, I mean, these are pre-set up. So I guess I need to have the pedal float a little bit. See, if I move it up too far, then the pedal doesn't sit flat. And so I don't want to move it too far up there. So let's do our 1/16 inch bit. Just drill some little pilot holes, and then the screws are self-tapping. Not drill through my hand. Okay. It's gonna look super clean. this last one in here. A little piece of metal, or plastic. Just want to make sure they're flush. Dang, that looks good. Look at that. So I have the equidistant there. I wanted to keep it as far over to the left as possible, but still make sure that all the holes in the left and right are covered by the pedal and the bottom, because these 4 holes are specifically designed to hold the screws. Man, it's nice. All right, so there's our gas pedal. So I think I'm going to go deal with the other pedals first, and then we'll put the gas pedal back in. All right, so I put a piece of tape over the pedal, the stock pedal, so I can hold this up. One, I can see better, you know, where I need to punch a hole, and then secondly, it'll take a pencil mark. All right, because this slips, I was able to get one started. Let's see, I don't know if that's even gonna work, people. All right, so here's what we got. I kind of hacked this up just to kind of make it work. But we need much longer, you know, the pedals just aren't big enough. So I needed to add much longer bolts to make it have any chance of working. See what I'm saying? And so I don't have anything black. I'll get something to replace it. So I'll get something at some point, but I just want to get them in. Let's see how it does. Relatively centered with two bolts. All right, it's not going anywhere. So these 2 holes that are on here, so they'll work with my pedal. I just need to get the right tools, the right hardware. And so I'm gonna probably run out to the hardware store and get. So the holes here line up. The thing sits nicely, but as I was torquing it down, so my screw broke. These aren't designed to be torqued. Just hoping I could just kind of hack it up. So I'm gonna have to run to the store to get the right tools or get the right parts, because there's just not enough room in the pedal to catch the edge. And so I just need longer hardware to make it fit. All right, so I'm gonna put the dead pedal in and then we'll put the gas pedal in, but just one thing to keep in mind. Not one thing, like this thing barely, it really doesn't even technically fit here. I'm gonna kind of shove it over here and try to get it to sit. But the supplied screws don't work, so I'm gonna use these self-tapping flatter screws. But as is typical with aftermarket, nothing really works like it's supposed to. But certainly the hardware they send you, it doesn't work. So I'm gonna work on sinking these in here and see if it works. We got our pedal reconnected. So we got our Molex plug back on. And then up in here, we got the plate on the 4 posts. And so then we'll put the pedal, or 3 posts, so we'll put the pedal back on there, and I'll put these screws or these nuts back in place. All right, so here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna leave, because the dead pedal doesn't fit, and then I have to go get some funky bolts for the brake and the clutch. The gas pedal fits nicely. I might just, I don't know. I think let me put the other pedals, the factory pedals, back on and see how this looks. But you know, it's just kind of, I'm just kind of rigging it. So I don't like the fact that the 3 pedals wouldn't match. I don't know, let's see what it looks like.
It's gonna be, what's gonna be the fastest car?
Say that again?
What's gonna be the fastest car?
Which car's gonna be the fastest? Is that what you want to know? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. You want to drive one of them while we race? Which one do you want to drive?
Porsche.
So you're gonna drive that one. Which one am I gonna drive?
I see that.
And who's gonna drive this car?
Mom.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll have to race. All right. So here's what we're stuck with for now. Which I don't know. It doesn't look bad. So I put the. Only took me 35 minutes to get those stupid pedals, the factory pedals, back on. The dead pedal doesn't fit, so the SRP, the aftermarket one, is too big. So I could jam it in there, but it would be kind of goofy. And so we have our raised gas pedal with the spacer, and then, you know, obviously the wider version of the pedal. So hopefully we'll be able to have a chance at learning how to heel toe properly. It's just, my brain doesn't connect all that well. And so, anyway, that's what we got. You know, I'd much prefer to have matching pedals, but the factory pedals, they just don't, there's not a lot of room. So I'll keep them, and then, you know, one of these days I'll get motivated, and I'm sure I'll, go to the hardware store, get the proper, hopefully get some longer bolts that can withstand some torque, and we'll get the pedals put on there. But I don't think the dead pedal is going to change. I think we'll leave a plastic factory one. Because what happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor.